Hello and welcome to a special Halloween edition of the IT Governance Podcast. This week I will a series of tales unfold that will chill you to the very marrow. If you're perturbed by data breaches, that is. I don't want to oversell it. Here are this week's stories. British Airways has admitted that a further 185,000 customers might have been affected by the data breach it announced in early September. According to a statement released by BA's parent company IAG, an investigation into the incident revealed that a further 77,000 payment card holders' name, billing address, email address and card payment information, including card number, expiry date and CVV, have potentially been compromised, and a further 108,000 without CVV. The potentially impacted customers were only those making reward bookings between April the 21st and July the 28th, 2018, and who used a payment card. All affected customers should now have been informed in accordance with the GDPR's personal data breach notification requirements. IAG also confirmed that its investigation has found that fewer BA customers were affected than it first thought. Of the 380,000 payment card details identified, it said, 244,000 were affected. The total number of potential victims is therefore 429,000. BA states it does not have conclusive evidence that the data was removed from its systems and that it has no verified causes of fraud. A spokesperson for the Information Commissioner's Office said, "The ICO's investigation into a cyber attack at British Airways is ongoing. Meanwhile, we advise people who may have been affected to be vigilant when checking their financial records and to follow the advice on the ICO, National Cybersecurity Centre and Action Fraud websites about how they can protect themselves and their data online." This isn't the only data security incident affecting airlines in recent weeks. IAG's update came only hours after Cathay Pacific announced that up to 9.4 million passengers' personal data had been accessed, including their name, nationality, date of birth, phone number, email, address, passport number, identity card number, frequent flyer program membership number, customer service remarks, and historical travel information, as well as 403 expired credit card numbers and 27 credit card numbers with no associated CVV number. CEO Rupert Hogg said, "We are very sorry for any concern this data security event may cause our passengers. We acted immediately to contain the event, commence a thorough investigation with the assistance of a leading cybersecurity firm, and to further strengthen our IT security measures. We have no evidence that any personal data has been misused. No one's travel or loyalty profile was accessed in full, and no passwords were compromised." And airlines aren't the only companies to have suffered data security incidents. This week, Eurostar reset all of its customers' passwords after identifying an unauthorized hacking attempt. No payment card details were compromised because the company doesn't store them. It told customers, "You may have noticed that you're being asked to reset your password when you try to log into Eurostar.com. We've taken this action as a precaution because we identified what we believe to be an unauthorized automated attempt to access Eurostar.com accounts using your email address and password. We've since carried out an investigation which shows that your account was logged into between the 15th and 19th of October. If you didn't log in during this period, there's a possibility your account was accessed by this unauthorized attempt." According to the BBC, the attacks involved a small number of Internet Protocol addresses, but Eurostar was not disclosing whether their origin has been traced. The Information Commissioner's Office was notified and is making inquiries. Finally, TechCrunch reports that the two criminal hackers behind the 2016 Uber breach, in which 57 million customers and drivers' data was compromised, and which, you'll recall, the controversial ride-sharing company tried to cover up by paying them $100,000 to delete the stolen data, have been indicted for a 2016 incident affecting LinkedIn's online learning portal lynda.com, since renamed LinkedIn Learning. According to the recently unsealed federal indictment, Brandon Glover and Vasil Miraker obtained over 90,000 confidential lynda.com accounts from an Amazon Web Services account, which they attempted to use as leverage to extort money from LinkedIn in return for deleting the data. Sound familiar? Using an anonymous Proton Mail account, they told the LinkedIn executive, "Please keep in mind we expect a big payment as this was hard work for us. We already helped a big corp which paid close to 7 digits. All went well." Went well? Uber, lest you forget, agreed to pay a $148 million settlement this September in connection with its attempt to conceal the data breach. According to TechCrunch, the two were released on a bond and on condition that they're not permitted to use the internet. The case is now being heard in a California court. Well, that'll do for this week. Until next time, you can keep up with the latest information security news on our blog. Whatever your information security needs, whether regulatory compliance, stakeholder reassurance, or just greater business efficiency, IT Governance can help your organization to protect, comply, and thrive. Visit our website for more information, itgovernance.co.uk. See, I'm debating whether to do a particularly silly voice or not.